Good morning out there, Pip Town. How are we doing today? Oh boy, do we have a little bit of fun speculation for you today. I also have a new team to showcase for you. Well, a new team to theorycraft for you. So let's get into it. T.O., Yomamen, EMZ, Cosmic. What's up, guys? How is everybody doing out there on this Saturday? It is beautiful out here in New York. We've got a lovely day in Pip Town as well. For those of you who follow the Escape podcast, you may have known that Waf, or Will, the community manager, one of the community managers, the only community manager? I don't know. One of, at least, the community managers for LEGO Legacy Heroes Unboxed went on the Escape podcast, did a little bit of interview, did a little bit of question and answer sesh, and it was pretty interesting. We learned, among other things, that Waf used to work for Marvel Strike Force. So he's coming at LEGO Legacy with a good history for gacha games, which is obviously very helpful and important. We also learned that his favorite character is apparently Verda, which it was interesting to me. I don't know why anybody's favorite character is Verda. But listen, if it's your favorite character, why not? You like Verda? Get her to 7 stars. Put her in that castle team. Put her to work. And what else did we learn? Oh, right. Waf once again hinted at the underwater IP that is supposed to be coming to the game later this year. But he didn't say what it was going to be. So, some of the content creators put their heads together and thought, well, it looks like if they go with one of the external intellectual properties for which there are already LEGO sets, that there are probably 3 options that would fit. One is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, personally, I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is not exactly right. Turtles, sure, having to do with water, but is it water enough? I mean, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are really land-based turtles at the end of the day. They do live in the sewers, but I don't know. It's just kind of like a slant mix. 2, Pirates of the Caribbean. But there are already so many pirates in the game that it makes me wonder why we would introduce more pirates. And 3, SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants lives in a pineapple under the sea. So, if you're looking for, fully underwater stuff, I think SpongeBob might be the one to go with. But what do you guys think? Is there another underwater-themed intellectual property that we are forgetting? Do you like my assessment and think that it's going to be SpongeBob SquarePants? What's your thought? He also hinted that there will be another release that was already within the LEGO IP that is water-themed, a la the Aquanauts or something like that. So, if you know all of the different LEGO intellectual properties that are water-themed, let me know that too, and we can discuss. Back to you guys. What's been going on here? Yomaman just blowing up the chat channel with what will be the underwater theme. We don't know exactly yet. Huge fan of Ninja Turtles, says Camlin, but you doubt that they'll do that next. Yes, me too. I think it would be Bionicle. Is Bionicle underwater themed, or does Bionicle have underwater units in it? I don't remember if Bionicle was entirely underwater themed, but correct me on that one if I am wrong. DigiJ, Shark Boy, SpongeBob. Am I going to play Doom? T.O. I do not have any plans to play Doom. Is there another new Doom coming out besides Doom Eternal? I thought Doom Eternal was already out, but I do not have any plans for it. Now, Tio might be asking me this question because, for all the rest of you, I have started streaming another new game called Star Wars Squadrons. It was officially released yesterday, and it is a new fighter pilot simulator themed game existing in the Star Wars universe. It takes place right after the Return of the Jedi, and you get to fly as both a Rebel and an Imperial fighter pilot, TIE fighters, X-Wings. It's super cool. So if you are a Star Wars nerd, or aficionado if you prefer, and you are interested in those sort of pilot-based games, then join my stream one day and you can see what the game is all about. So you can like try it before you buy it, so to speak. Kind of? Not really, because you're just like watching a demo before you buy it. But whatever. So there. Angry Birds. I know a surfer dude, shark suit. That's it. Oh, gotcha. So those are two individual characters. I don't know if that's themed. Is there Jaws themed Lego IP? I don't think so. That would be, and even if there was, I think that'd be a little too dark for this game right now. Extreme! What's up, dude? Discovered an interesting team. Locust, Redbeard, Hiker, Chicken Suit Guy, which I'm going to replace with Cook Bart when he is geared, and Argenta. So, Extreme. Yes, you have discovered a very good entry-level team. Now, when you get up to level 50 and beyond, you will notice that that team has very, I would go with low synergy. Redbeard, Cook, Bart, and Argenta have great synergy together. Hiker is an excellent healer used in a lot of teams. Locust is a decent tank, but only on offense. What you have to remember is that on defense, Locust uses his taunt as a heal, but not as an actual taunt. So if you were to use this team on offense, say in Petition, you might have a lot of success. But in the arena, you're going to get knocked around like a pool ball because people can target each individual member of your team very, very easily. In addition, Chicken Suit Guy, a very solid entry-level character. Definitely level him up until you have him at, you know, roughly gear level 5-ish maybe. You don't have to take him to gear level 6 because you're going to get better characters very, very quickly at about the same time that you would be taking him up to gear level 6 anyway. So that's on you to decide. He is one of the easiest characters to get to gear level 6 though. So if you decide to play him, it's on you. I'd say you can't go wrong, but you could do better, actually, is probably a better way to say it. Maybe a scuba? You're like 42 might not get DigiJ. Well, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and come in and take a look at the preview for the DigiJ event that starts in, what is it, 2 days? Yes, 2 days and 1 hour from now. So this is as much of the DigiJ event as I completed the last time it was here. I fully expect to be able to get all the way to the end this time because the event itself is exactly the same as it was before, but obviously those of us who were here before have way stronger teams than we did the last time this ran. So you are at level 42. So you should be able to clear out this first node right here, recommended level 30, gear level 3. The second node for DigiJ, which requires level 45, gear level 4. If you're at level 42, there's a good chance that you'll also be able to clear out this one. Combine that with the fact that all of the nodes give prime controllers, which is the event currency, and there will probably be DigiJ tiles in the event store for this event because there are always tiles for the event character in the event store, unless if it is a brick pace event. So you probably will be able to get DigiJ at least unlocked. Will you be able to get DigiJ at a particularly high level? Probably not, I would say. Although, let's see. It requires 115 tiles to simply unlock him in the first place. Okay, then I may have to go back on what I said there. If this is your first time doing the DigiJ event, there's still a distinct possibility that if you are unable to get beyond, So you can see the last time I did this event, I had these two DigiJ nodes and was only able to get up to gold starring this particular node 1.7, and I was unable to get DigiJ. So if you fall into this category, then it is possible to get him, but you will have to pay for energy refreshes or for the refreshes of the nodes on the nodes that give you DigiJ tiles in order to do it. I was not spending gems at the time when DigiJ came out, so I managed to get, how many did I manage to get? 71? I managed to get 71 out of 115 tiles the last time this event ran without spending energy refreshes. So keep that in mind as we open it up this time. And yes, apparently it does save progress. I don't think there'd be any reason for them not to save the progress if you've already gotten gold trophies on all these nodes before, and your team is more advanced now, then you're definitely going to be getting gold trophies again the next time. So I think it makes total sense that they've been saving progress here. Extreme, you're up to 47. You should be able to get your DigiJ if you want to, if you are willing to spend a little bit of extra gem to do so. Otherwise, you'll have to wait for it to go around yet again. Underleveled Ninjago heroes, Lloyd is a great tank. True, Lloyd is a great tank, especially when he is actually leveled up. Tio has DigiJ. Congratulations, Tio, my man. All right, so I logged in this morning so as not to waste my energy. Let's go ahead and collect from here. Then we're going to go in and grab more tiles that will allow us to finish the rest of our quests for the day. I'm going to start with claiming all of my Commander Cold tiles. So let's claim these 6, and then I've got one left here at 5H2 that I need to claim. Commander Cold getting close to 6 stars. And we get 2 more tiles. Excelente. We're going to use the last one here for 5H2, and now we need to make sure that we grab some glyph hunt nodes. So we're going to come over and see if Dr. Kelvin has any glyph hunt nodes that will give us some of the materials that we need, the gear that we need in order to craft her stuff. I'm going to need 3 fancy helmet bits, so I've got plenty of these, and I've got plenty of these. I need 4 fancy backpacks, which means I need 12 fancy backpack 2 plans. And where are those? Those only come from Pip Town. So we cannot farm this node right now to help us complete our quests for the day. Then we have, this is the purple one, gives a lot of health. And now, what do we have here? I need 3 fancy dynamites, which means I need 6 of these, and I have them. And a bunch of fancy fish 1s. I need 12 fancy coffee 2s. Where do I find these? Also all in Pip Town. Oof, not great. Where do I get glyph hunt stuff? What about fancy dynamite 3? There we go. That's in the glyph hunt, and apparently only in the glyph hunt. Ooh, and how many of these do we need to level her up? We need 5 times 5. We need 25 fancy dynamite 3 plans. Oh my goodness. I better get to farming, I guess. Whoo! That is so many. Oh boy. Okay. Hold on a second. We gotta take a drink before we go into this one. Extreme, you're gonna be spending gems this time around on your DigiJ event? Good for you, bro. DigiJ? What? DigiJ is a good tune. All right. Let's go back in here, and we are going to spend, I think, all of our energy on fancy dynamite 3 plans. So we spend the 50 gems twice in order to get more energy and fancy dynamite 3 plans. We're going to loot this 24 times. Remember, we need 25 of them. So even if I got one every single pull, it still would not be enough. Wow. Okay. 23 pulls coming in. Let's see what this looks like. This should be ridiculous. And it's taking forever for the system to catch up with what I'm trying to do here. And I got 8. That's 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3 is actually a pretty good pull for this game, but it means I still need 16 more. Yikes. So now we're going to come in and get all of our tier 2 set building materials, because I'm going to start working towards building up the Ice Station Odyssey. Got a plan for this one too, and I think that we can level it up pretty soon, especially since the Monolith Waste has so many opportunities to pull in tier 2 ability set building materials. We will, of course, spend our 50 energy twice in the Monolith Waste to get even more energy. Look at that, 400 Monolith energy ready to go. We will do all 3 of these Monolith Waste nodes sitting here in front of me. And then we will see how many we have left. We need to finish out getting Kelvin tiles. And then we need to finish out getting hiker tiles. And then, what am I doing after that? Kelvin, hiker, I think I'm getting reed and locust are my next focuses. Depending on, I don't know. But I think I'm going to show you this team that I have been theory crafting that I'm going to be running with the Ice Station Odyssey. You can tell me, guys, what you think. Doom 64 or Doom Eternal. Can't wait 4 months, literally about 4 months till DigiJ comes back and Sensei Wu. I'll have 5-star pirates by then. Oh, Angry, are you going to miss Wu? He's coming back in like, what, 2 weeks or something like that? Whoo! I am sorry that you're going to be missing out on Wu this time around, bro. But it's all right. You get it next time. Or dudette if you're a girl. I don't know if you're female. Or however you identify. I'll call you whatever you want. As long as I call you, right? All right, let's see. How many more Kelvins do we need? Oh, great. Only 145 left till we get her to 7 stars. She is on that final course to 7 stars, and we will get her there pretty quickly, actually, I would imagine, because the monolith waste, you get 24 attempts at Kelvin nodes every single day, Kelvin tiles every single day. So we're good to go. We'll wait until this refills a little bit more before we come rushing in here to get Kelvin from her other node. So for the time being, let's put that away. So quest-wise, this puts us at completing missions, completing monolith waste, and completing glyph hunt. Look at this! My booster pass is only active for 2 more hours, and then I will have to refresh it! Ha ha! I don't know why the, why the, like, cackly laugh. Not heavy on game info, but nice to know a bit more about WAF. Yes, Cosmic, WAF's interview was a lot of fun. And guys, if you want to watch that, you can still go on Twitch and you can look up the Escape podcast and see their previous podcast, their previous streams. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And then you can actually watch it on your own. And it is super cool and fun. Now, I have reverted back to using my pirates in the arena for the time being. Why? Because the team that I was working on before is unfortunately too low on damage. They do pretty well in the Petition because it's very, very hard to kill them, especially when you are controlling them. But on defense, they do very, very little damage, and on offense, they do very, very little damage, which was causing me to actually lose several battles that I would have otherwise won without much trouble. So here, let's see what happens here. Running Go Busto with the Arctic Glider, which means in a nutshell that we're going to get lots and lots of reses because we have to get through Dragon Master Burnibus and Jester Gogo before we can get to Aurora in this case. So it's incredibly important. You can see like here, for example, if I were using my other team, right, with its low damage dealing abilities, we would be in a bit of a bad spot because getting through this team just requires that you be able to hammer them for a lot of damage before they will actually go down. Not to mention, Jester has this great chance of resurrecting his own teammates. It's just, there's a lot of nastiness here. And Arctic Explorer Aurora is just going to continue to bring everybody back to life over and over and over and over again. So, we have to run down all the people with Taunt, and then we can take out Explorer Aurora. Luckily, she's relatively squishy, and I have now locked their Magisto out of using any of his abilities. So now I can auto-battle this one, and we should be good to go. Because, honestly, at this point, it looks like Redbeard is just going to counter everybody else until they die. So, you know, works. Is Jester, does he have his taunt ready? He sure does. But we have time bombs out everywhere, and Ash goes down. Ah! Cosmic says the interview is on YouTube now. So if you guys want to go watch Waff's interview with the Escape podcast, go check it out on the YouTube. Very nice. Apparently we also just finished another timed quest, which we'll go in and check in a second. Now I am grabbing as many Lloyd tiles as I can get, which means that we're going to do this tier 4, same scenery of the daily event. Did you get any content creator program info from yesterday? No, not specifically. Waff's interview. You mean Friday, because we ask Waff questions on Fridays. I have a feeling that's what you mean. You know what? I actually missed the interview yesterday. We'll have to go through it and look together. Together! Yeah. How did I miss that? Oh, right. Sorry. Unfortunately, I actually had a work project that I was having to do during that hour that Waff is on. So you know what? I will actually scroll through that Discord. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys in just 1 second. Actually, no, I can't do that. I cannot pull up the content creator program Discord while I'm on stream with you guys, because that's not how it's supposed to work. But we're going to go through these daily chores for a second, and then I will pull that up on my computer so I can read through it and see if there's any additional information to give you guys. Cosmic, thank you for reminding me about that, actually. All right, we got a daily goodie bag to open here. Brilliant. Brilliant. Now, gems, event store. Look at this. 5 currency short from getting more Commander Cold tiles. Ugh, boo. Get the crab, get the chop, get the hammer, get the binoculars, just get everything. Come in here, get it all. Brickspedition. I am spending on separators now, in addition to the tier 3 set building tools whenever I have enough, because of the achievement to use your brick separators. Waiting for server. There we go. We'll go into the mashup. We are going to be grabbing Zane tiles, leveling up our zany boy as much as we can. Guild, we do not have enough. Arena, we have enough, and we're grabbing Lloyd tiles now in the arena. And Master Store, we'll go ahead and do a little conversion. Now, if you look here, there are new things available in the Master Store. New gear plans, fancy 3 plans, right? So your fancy Apple 3s are now available in the Master Store if you have that currency. I do not need to buy those at the moment. Fancy Fish 3 plans also available. Looks like Kelvin needs some of those. Fancy Binoculars 3 plans as well. Ooh, and I need some of those for Commander Cold. So, an additional way for you to acquire some of these items and an additional opportunity for you to use your master currency, something everybody was looking out for. Let's come into challenges. See what we got here. Support characters. Now, I have obviously gold trophied this out, especially when you consider that some of my support characters are Kelvin and Cold, which are very, very leveled up right now. So that's great, because it means that I can get some of these Fancy Fish 3 plans, and also after the update, the drop rate for these things should have increased, or rather should have been fixed so that it drops the way that it's supposed to, which is to say that it always at least drops 1, similar to the rest of the challenges and how they always drop at least 1 of everything that they show. So very nice. Thank you for fixing that, everyone. Also finished out tier 7 of the, what is this? The XP Scrolls event, which is less exciting because who out there is running out of experience scrolls? Anybody? No, none of you are running out of experience scrolls. What's up, Axel? How you doing? Extreme asks, when is the Gorwell event coming? The Gorwell event, I don't know. I don't think they have a Gorwell event planned. Am I wrong about that? I think Gorwell is going to be part of the raid rewards, but I don't know that they actually have a Gorewell event planned. But I can go check on that for you really quickly and see if I can figure out the answer. Grand fish. So let's see. Now we were figuring out. Oh, you know what? I want to see if I can upgrade. Yes. So this upgrades her attack and this upgrades her attack. So these are the two that I want to do first, actually, before I do that massive purple one, which is going to make me farm forever. So let's see. Got the fish, got the helms. Now I need 12 of the backpacks. Great. So let's come in here and use this extra energy we just got for more backpacks. It's entirely possible that this will push us up to level 56 as well, which would be very exciting. Is it going to? Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Go, internet! No? Come on, server. Man, their servers take forever to communicate with. And are we gonna get the level? Ha-ha! We do! Which gives us 100 more energy that we can use just immediately to try to get more of these backpacks. Okay, what are they talking about? Gorewell is cute. Great. In the event store, you got some currency from the timed quest. Ooh. That's right, I did. So does that mean that I now have enough to buy more? Yeah! Thank you very much for pointing that out to me. Who pointed that out to me? Who just pointed that out to me? Axel. Oh, EMZ. EMZ. Thank you for pointing that out to me. 3 more Commander Cold tiles. We also just got to level 56. Whoo! That means I have some heroes to upgrade. Who's it going to be? And also, what quests have we not done yet? Arena battles. Cool. Okay, so well, I am still using the pirates in my arena team, and Dr. Kelvin and Commander Cold are the ones I'm focusing on. Now, additionally, you can see here at the top of my roster, this is the new team that I'm going to be theory crafting. Dr. Kelvin, Commander Cold, Zane, Lloyd, and Master Wu. Master Wu's event is coming. I have 7-star pirates to try and get Master Wu. I only need to get him at 5 to unlock him and start doing the theory crafting, and he's a very, very strong character. We're going to be trying to run this 5-man team with the Ice Station Odyssey set. Why? Because the Ice Station Odyssey set gets a lot of synergizes with all of the chill heroes and a little bit with the space heroes. So Dr. Kelvin, Commander Cold, both space and chill. Zane, a chill attacker who brings a lot of damage and, more importantly, the ability to do dizzy on targets, which is a big part of the Ice Station Odyssey. And then, in order to synergize with Zane, we're going to throw in Lloyd and Master Wu. Lloyd, an excellent tank, and Master Wu, an excellent support character and healer. So, that's what we got going on at the moment. Now, will there be enough heals on this team in order to make it viable? That's something that we'll have to figure out. But I have a feeling that in the arena, this could be a very, very difficult team to take down. Now, again, I thought that my Ice Castle team, I guess you could call it, with Dr. Kelvin, Commander Cold, Burnibus, Magisto, and Jester Gogo would be very, very hard to take down. But unfortunately, I was just simply wrong. It's entirely possible that that's because I didn't have them totally up to 7 stars. Jester Gogo here was only at 5. Magisto is only at 5. But the damage on the team is incredibly low, meaning they might be hard to kill, but they're not particularly dangerous, which gives you on offense the ability to take your time and figure out how you would like to attack me. But I digress. Their damage was too low, and they're unexciting. So for the moment, actually, I think I might hold off on leveling up more characters to 56, because I don't quite need to do that yet. So yeah, let's hit the pause button there for just a second. Let's go ahead and complete another arena battle first, and then go ahead and look back on Discord. Let me see if I can find that interview that Waff did, not the interview, the Q&A session with Waff that he does on Fridays now, and I'll come back and let you know if anything important was found out. Now look here, this is an interesting one. They've got, okay, so some extra interesting. Let's try this toy system attacker. I think it's going to be very, very difficult to get to Egon before he does his special, his ultimate, but we'll find out. It kind of depends on how quickly we can take down Lloyd. And honestly, in this case, we can just prevent Lloyd from countering, which is actually going to be the biggest struggle. Ooh! But we get the unlucky shot on Argenta, which is exactly the one we needed not to get the guaranteed miss. And then, of course, we get another guaranteed dodge from Lloyd. So it looks like we might be going down a little bit faster than we thought because this team is a bunch of butts. All right, I am going to use my Salty Seas now, get all these debuffs off of everyone. Ooh, and then Egon comes out. Let's see if we can just smash down Egon because there's no tank at the moment. If we can get to Egon before his ultimate, I think we'll probably be good to go, especially if we can just keep everybody else alive. So I'm going to take the risk here to not use the heal. Now I've got the heal on my Valiant, which is great. And who should I go at next? I think next I actually want to take down Magisto if I can. He gets, let's see if I can actually just lock him out from using his abilities. At that point, I think that would be more helpful, but I cannot. So we get some counter in there. We're going to heal up our Valiant pretty fast so that he can hopefully survive Redbeard's special attack. And, ooh, he does not. But, I don't think it matters. This is probably going to be a little too late on their part. Yeah, especially since they're spreading around all that damage. Now with the accuracy down, I don't want to take the opportunity to miss on Redbeard's ultimate, considering that the ability for him to miss is already so incredibly high. Okay, so now look at what we have left here. Now I've got to come out, man, this team blasted for a lot of damage. Now I got some very unfortunate misses and some very unfortunate dodges in there, which cannot be overstated. But at the same time, look at how close this is, really. Very close, within basically like one hit of a loss. Whew! But we do claim the W, and we will come out victorious. But whoever put this team together, good theory crafting on your part, man. Well done. If we had been like one turn later on getting to Egon, we would have lost because Egon's ultimate just deals incredible amounts of damage. Now we get to open the premium bag and then to Discord to see if there was important content creator program information that came our way from Waff yesterday. We're gonna check it out after opening the premium bag right now. What do we have in the premium bag? Boom! 12 poppy tiles. Get out of here. Don't give me those 12 poppy tiles. Boo! Oh my goodness. I still have yet to get anything truly, truly useful. Okay. So, I'm gonna hop over into Discord really quickly. And let's see what I've got going on from the content creator program. I'm going to scroll backwards to find, let's see, that would have been, today's Saturday, so that would have been the 2nd. Did we not have one, actually? It looks like there isn't one from yesterday. Yeah. So, yeah, sorry, Cosmic was the one who asked about if we found out any more information from the content creator program yesterday. Waff had been starting a regular interview, well, not a regular interview, a regular Q&A with the content creators on Fridays at noon. That's noon New York time, but it looks like yesterday he didn't do it. Now that might have been because he was on the Escape podcast instead, giving out a whole bunch of information there for about an hour. And it was more direct information because we could see his face and we could see when he was thinking about stuff and holding stuff back. So the additional content creator news was basically what we had for you earlier today, which is that we learned more about the upcoming intellectual properties, that there's going to be both a water-themed IP coming into the game and a water-themed Lego set coming into the game. So for example, SpongeBob and Aquanauts, that kind of a thing. WAF did basically confirm that those themes would be coming in, but he did not say specifically what the IP was. So underwater IP, underwater Legos, yes. Do I know that it's SpongeBob and Aquanauts? No, that's just me guessing. Let's go ahead and go into the Brickspedition. Today should be an easy one because we're on board number 1. Again, yesterday, I failed to take down the pirates. I mean, pirates? The ninjas. Why? Because the team is ridiculously strong, and they're ridiculously strong. Now, I don't have a timed quest anymore to use anybody in particular in the Brickspedition, right? Moneybags, I completed the instant it became live. That's another 2 days. Grand Champion is arena battle. So no, we can use whoever we want in the Brickspedition, which means we're going to be using our pirate team just because it works faster than the team that I had been creating with Kelvin and Cold and everybody else. This bottom team down here, this castle team. So we'll come in here, grab our pirates. We will use some guild allies. Now I know that Tio is here today. So Tio, your guild allies to use are Yuppie, right? And someone else. But I can't remember who your other person is. So I'm gonna start by coming in here and looking for your Yuppie. Let's throw some coinage your way. We're gonna auto battle through this because everything in here is such a low level that, as I've said before, if I were to try to give you strategy, you wouldn't be able to see it anyway because all of my characters are just gonna one-shot all of their characters. What is wrong with Egon? Angry Birds had asked. So there's nothing wrong with Egon. In fact, Egon is very, very strong. So you could see that that person in that arena battle was using Egon even though Egon was only at 3 stars. And that's because of the way that Egon synergizes and pulls in abilities from the rest of the Ghostbusters team. Specifically, the fact that his ultimate does more damage based on how many Ghostbusters are there. And the person I was fighting against already had a Vankman who does an extraordinary sum of damage. So for me to leave their Egon alive, despite the fact that he was only 3 stars and probably the literal weakest character on their team, was just, it would have spelled ultimate doom for me. Kelvin, Tio says, is the other shared hero. So let me see if I can scroll on down and find your Kelvinator. Ooh! Oh wait, no, that's Commander Cold. Okay, so I've got one Kelvin in here, 27504. Tio, I'm assuming that that's yours because it's the only one that's in here. So great. Let's go ahead and grab that one. We'll throw some guild currency your way by using your Kelvin. If anybody else from my guild is on my stream right now and you have guild allies to share, tell me which ones they are so that I can make sure to use them and throw some guild currency your way. At least it should give master. Can I join your guild? Angry Birds, you can try, yes. It's called Digital Imperial Corps. We do have a Discord as well so that we can try to coordinate what heroes people are sharing. And you can take a look there. Yeah, Digital Imperial Corps. See if you can find it. Let's see. While we're doing this, Jennifer Shaw has a question. In the event store, does the currency go away and I can't use it again? I have 71. So based on previous events that have started becoming, that have started rerunning, we have seen that, at least in the past, whatever event currency you have left over is actually saved to your account. So when that event store becomes available again, that event currency will still be there. So that 71 extra event currency you have might be useless to you right now, but luckily you should still maintain it the next time this event comes around. I think that, yeah, that should answer your question. That was the question. Can I join your guild? I can help with my heroes. Sorry, I just talked about that one. Out of all the characters that are not in the game currently, which are you excited to unlock? Extreme, are you asking me which characters I want to be put in the game that are currently not in the game, or which characters that are in the game that I do not have unlocked that I want to unlock? It seems like your question is kind of halfway between. So you know what? I'll answer both. The character that I am most excited to unlock is definitely Master Wu. The character that's in the game that I am most excited to unlock is Master Wu. And luckily, there is a Wu event coming up so soon, and I am so ready to ace it that I should have him at least at 5 stars relatively soon. I do not have a 7-star pirate tank, but I do have a 5-star Valiant. So I know that I'll be able to get Master Wu at 5 stars for sure. I don't know if the Wu event allows you to go beyond 5 stars. Like the Primo event stops at 5 stars. That's the highest level that you can get your Primo. But yeah, in this case, that is the character that is in the game that I am most excited to unlock. Characters that I'm very excited to be added to the game would definitely be the Aquanauts. The Aquanauts were among my favorite sets when I was a kid. I used to take the minifigures and play with them outside in my backyard. I was fortunate enough to grow up with a pool in my backyard, which I think I've mentioned before is an excellent way to lose your toys, by playing with your toys that are not meant for the pool in the pool. So if you have a pool, don't take your characters into the pool, even if it seems like it would be an appropriate place to put them. It's not an appropriate place to put them. But I digress. Yes, so it would be the Aquanauts. When the Aquanauts first start coming into the game, who knows where I'll be at that point. I don't know if I will be whaling out for them or dolphining, as it were. Currently, I guess I am much more of a dolphin. I'm paying for the booster pass regularly, and I think that's about it. So my stream is a pretty good indicator of what you can accomplish if you're willing to spend a little bit of money, but not willing to spend a lot of money. And I think I want to keep it that way, at least for the time being. We'll see what happens if, you know, I hit the jackpot somewhere and all of a sudden have tons and tons of cash flow that I don't currently possess. But I digress. There's your answer. Tio, what is the Fancy Lives Guild? Right, Digital Imperial Core. The guild is full. Cosmic. Cosmic, which heroes are you sharing right now so that I can use them while I'm doing Brickspedition and throw some guild currency your way? Okay, so let's go ahead and do the AoE and get in here and just start taking down the tunes one after another, starting with all the people who taunt because I have to, because I don't have anybody who gets around the taunts. I am doing a little bit of manual work here at the moment because I just want to make sure. Okay, now I'm going to use the Hiker's Heal on his next round, and then after that we'll hit that auto battle button because obviously at this point, why would I not? Okay, Altergeist sharing a 5-star Locust level 50. And is a ninja team strong? Extreme Gamer, yes, extremely strong. We can go over that actually very, very quickly because we see it at the end of the Brickspedition board every single week. At the end of Brickspedition board 7 is a ninja team that gives everybody tons and tons and tons of problems. So let's go over what a ninja team looks like, ideally. The one that gives people the most problems at the end is made up of Lloyd, Master Wu, Naya, Garmadon, and DigiJ. Now, from my personal perspective on this, Garmadon right now is gettable if you regularly regularly complete your Brixpedition events. You'll get tiles for Garmadon at the end of every Brixpedition board, but you only get one. So actually leveling up Garmadon all the way is very, very difficult to do. But if you have that 5-star pirate team and you can manage to unlock Master Wu, then getting Lloyd and Master Wu in there is a solid bet. Now, the first round of that ninja board, that ninja node on the Brixpedition board, is Zane, Kai, Lloyd, Master Wu, and Naya. And that one in and of itself is also incredibly powerful. But if you were to take out probably Zane and put in DigiJ instead, I think that it might actually work a little bit better. Naya, DigiJ, and Kai all synergize very well. Naya is the healer, but every time you attack her, Kai will counter because he's like her protector. If you start with DigiJ, then every time you damage DigiJ, Naya has a decent chance of healing him back up anyway. So you've got this 3-part trio that requires that you killed Kai before Naya, before DigiJ. Unfortunately, Kai can go into stealth a lot, and Lloyd can put everyone else into stealth, and Master Wu can put the character with the lowest health into stealth. So, all in all, getting at Kai can be very, very difficult on a full ninja team. And unless somebody is fighting with a team that can counter stealth, which right now means that they are using a techie team with Kartovsky if they have whaled out for him. I think Egon has some anti-stealth synergy, and the Ice Station Odyssey provides a little bit of anti-stealth if you have Kelvin and Commander Cold on your team as well. Those teams might be able to counter the ninjas, but otherwise, the team has an incredible amount of sustain. It dishes out an incredible amount of damage, and what else do you need? Those are the two main things. Master Wu and Naya can heal, Lloyd can effectively tank, Kai and DigiJ can just dish out tons and tons of damage. The next thing you would be worried about or wondering about is what set to use. There are basically 2 right now that you could use as a ninja player, which you can tell by what I've unlocked here that I do not have. One is the Dojo Showdown, and one is Jay's Cyber Dragon. Now obviously Jay's Cyber Dragon is going to make Jay significantly stronger, but it also makes all of the spin jitsu characters stronger as well. Jay's Cyber Dragon you're going to find in the Brixpedition. So if you want Jay's Cyber Dragon, chances are you have Jay or are going to be shelling out for Jay in the upcoming event, but this is a very good way to go. If you do this, then you're looking at using extra techie characters. So you're going to want to put Zane on your ninja team in place of one of the other characters so that you have DigiJ and Zane, because Zane also counts as a techie character. Otherwise, and a pretty standard one to go with, is the Dojo Showdown. The Dojo Showdown is actually farmable in the Brixpedition store using Brixpedition currency. It is expensive, but honestly, you could probably farm this one faster than you can farm any of the other sets that you can only get from the Brixpedition, simply by using the actual currency to unlock it. Ninjago heroes, Spinjitzu heroes all gain bonuses from this dojo, and they're pretty solid ones as well. So, is the ninja team viable? Oh yeah, very much so. It is a powerhouse team. It does require some energy outside of the ninja arena to unlock, specifically to get Master Wu. Master Wu is, as many people have said, the glue that holds that team together. But it can still be powerful without Master Wu. It's just super powerful with Master Wu. So there you go. Okay, Cosmic. You mentioned that you have a 5-star Locust level 50, and I imagine you're sharing somebody else as well, in addition to the 5-star Locust. So let me know who that is. And let me see. 5-star Locust level 50. So that's not you. 5-star Locust level 50. 5-star Locust level 50. My goodness, dude. Where is it? Are you sure that's what you're sharing? I am not seeing it. Or it's possible that I already used it, actually. Yeah, there's no 5-star level 50 Locust in my guild allies to use. There is The only one I have left is 7-star 51 Locust. I'm assuming that's not yours, otherwise you would clearly know your Locust was at 7 stars. So let's see, who else do we have? Forgot to change extreme. Okay, Builder is a 4-star Kai. All right, let's look for 4-star Kai. 4-star Kai, 4-star Kai. Nah, there's a 5-star Kai. Haha, 4-star Kai level 50. Got one right here. Let's see. My builder is Kai. I can help you with ninjas if you're struggling. Builders, let's see. How is Great White? Extreme Gamer. I don't think anyone has really tried Great White yet because he synergizes so much with Garmadon's army, and there just is only one other Garmadon's army character, and that's Garmadon. So very few people have tried him out. His kit looks like he has the potential to be great, but also the potential to be totally terrible. So very few people have been investing anything in really, really trying him out that hard. Now, he is on a great node in the Monolith Waste. So a lot of people, myself included, have tons of Great White tiles, and we will eventually upgrade him and see what he's all about. Probably when we get more Garmadon's army figures in the game, but we don't know exactly when that's going to happen. Garmadon himself is already so incredibly strong that I fear when they add more Garmadon's army tiles into the game. Whew! The $100 pack is back and dead. Tio, did you buy the $100 pack? EMZ, Primo. Oh, yes. Yes, good one. Thank you, EMZ. Primo works very well against Ninjago. His ultimate, which he can do on round number 2, can remove stealth from all foes. So yes, Primo is an excellent anti-ninja synergy that, honestly, I always forget about because the rest of the city team is just so bad. And you guys know how much I don't want to say that because I spent so much time working on that city team. But, whew, they're just not good, guys. They're just not good. True. Okay. Did I use the wrong Kai? Apparently I did. 21k awesomeness. Well, don't worry. I have more opportunities. And unfortunately, because of the delay in the stream from between when I say something and when you guys can respond, I missed your comment. But that's all right. We'll throw in another Kai here right now. 4-star Kai at 21k awesomeness. Let's go and find it. 5-star Kai. Passing you up, sir. Here's 4-star Kai at 21,836. I think that's going to be you. Yep, it's the only other one. So that must be you, sir. Come here, fool. Got you. Let's go in and clear out this node. Nooch is in my guild. Oh, so yes. Okay, so we did find out another thing from WAF that I actually forgot to mention right at the beginning, which was kind of interesting. So WAF indicated to us that there are, in fact, different packs that are presented and available to different people. And that not everybody's store looks identical to everyone else's. And this actually gave Paul of the Escape Podcast a moment of pause because, and thank you, actually, Tio, you mentioning the $100 pack reminded me of this. Because it, on the surface, sounds like it has the potential to be a bit unfair, right? If different people have access to different packs, then it means that different people have the ability to upgrade at different speeds and to different levels, right? So what WAF said is that's not really designed like that. So you have these $100 packs and these extremely expensive $75 packs that many people who are free to play cannot see. And the idea behind those is that if you're not spending any money in the game, your first purchase in the game is not going to be a $100 pack. So they're not going to show you these $100 packs, which are effectively meaningless to you because you're not going to get them anyway, which makes a little bit of sense. But once you have spent like $5 or $10 in the game, then the game will actually show you these very expensive $100 packs available for your purchase. I think the only exception to that is the $100 gem purchase, which is available right from the beginning. The idea here, at least from WAF's perspective, seems to be, well, if you're gonna spend $100 in the game, then we'll just present you with an option to just immediately spend a direct $100. But if you're not gonna spend any money in the game, then you're definitely not going to purchase a $100 pack. So we're not even going to present it to you. The idea here, I think, is to do a couple of things. One, to make the money spending in the game a bit more efficient, so that if you are a big spender, you can see big spender items. And two, to prevent people from making extraordinarily poor purchasing decisions if they, for example, are parents and have kids that have sticky fingers when it comes to making in-app purchases, and they forget to lock the in-app purchase requirements on their iPad or their Android device or whatever it is. But we did find that interesting, that you will see different packs, and there's only two tiers. It's either you see packs because you don't spend any money, or you see packs because you do spend money. So there's not multiple different tiers, like the more money you spend, the more different packs you see. It's just that there are some super expensive ones that are turned on or off based on whether or not you spend money in the game anyway. So you will sometimes see whales who have certain characters that honestly you just can't even figure out where they got in the first place, because you look at your store and you don't even see a pack where you could have purchased that character. And that's correct. And that's because they have different packs, or at least a couple of different packs. I think it's like one or two different packs in their store that allow them to get things that you can't get, because you wouldn't pay for the pack anyway, so they're just not going to show it to you. I think it's interesting. I kind of go back and forth on whether or not that actually seems fair. Ultimately, if I'm being completely honest, I think the answer is it doesn't actually matter, because as soon as you do spend a little bit of money in the game, well, then you can start seeing them too. So it's really, if it's really of concern to you, and you were willing to spend $100 on something, chances are you've already spent $5 on something anyway. So I don't know. The honest answer is I don't think it matters, but let me know if you differ from me on that one. I'd be interested to know how saying that makes everybody else feel. Additionally, I want to make sure that I actually said that correctly. So I may have to double check that later, but pretty sure what I said was right. At least that's how I interpreted it. That's how I interpreted what WAF said, so if that's not actually what he meant, oops. But yeah, that's how I interpreted what he said. Let's see. So only one of my guild allies showed up on your list. Cosmic, what was the other one? Was the other one your 4-star Locust? Because it's entirely possible that I already used it, to be completely honest with you, before I had even checked in, because I used a lot of locusts in like the first half of the Expedition here. Did I get my refund back from Gameloft? Jennifer, excellent question. And the answer is no, but it's because they never actually charged me for that second time. So here's something interesting. So what Jennifer is referring to, in case you're not aware, is when I made the purchase for the booster pack, the game froze right after I agreed to purchase. So I restarted the game, came in, did not have the booster pass, and purchased it a second time, and it worked perfectly fine. I then checked my app store on my iPad to see if the purchase happened twice. And on my iPad, in the app store, it showed that my purchase did in fact happen twice. I even got an email saying that I had done the purchase 2 times. And if you've done a purchase on an iOS device before, you know what email I'm talking about, where you see the little icon for the game, and next to it, it says what it was that you purchased. So it looked to me like I had purchased it twice. I put a customer care request in to say, hey, I purchased this twice, I only got it once. And their response was, well, we only actually charged you once, so don't worry about it. And then I went and double checked that on my actual credit card statement and found that to be true. So Very, very confusing, but the end result is that despite the fact that I received an email from iTunes saying that I was actually going to be paying twice for these 2 purchases, it seemed to be like that's when you put your credit, you go out to eat or something and you give the waiter your credit card and they swipe your credit card and then they give you back the receipt that you have to sign. When you put the swipe on the credit card, it basically just holds that amount, but it doesn't actually go through until the actual store submits the request to your credit card to finalize that payment. So I have a feeling that what happens with the App Store, which is a little confusing and weird, is that as soon as you put in those purchases, it will put together an email of the day for all the purchases that you made that day. And then it will probably send for some sort of verification from the source that these people actually received what it was they were supposed to receive for the money they got spent, blah, blah, blah. And Gameloft would have told them at that point, no, actually, we only charged him once for this. So I still have a receipt that shows that I'm going to get billed twice, but in reality, I only got billed once. Wow, I feel like that was way more confusing than it probably should have been. And trust me, looking at all the different receipts and things, it definitely was more confusing than it should have been. But ultimately, I checked my credit card bill, and despite having an email from iTunes that says I'm getting charged twice, I was in fact only charged once. Whew! Okay, last 2 Bricks Petition battles. Wow, okay, we've got this one down here and this one up top that has no tanks. So we're going to go with this one. I don't have the booster pass for free. Yes, Tio, that's because the booster pass is not free. Yuppie Land of the Babes only on PS5. Oh my goodness. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Okay. I just want to verify really quickly that I did not miss your Locust Cosmic. I don't think I did. I'm not seeing it anywhere in here. Unless it's this one at the very bottom, but no, you would know if that were yours. We have 7 guild allies left to use and only 2 tiles left to use them. So we're going to do our standard thing here. We're going to use the last guild ally to actually complete this battle, then come to the final node of Bricks Petition, enter with guild allies 5 times and leave before actually finishing out the battle with the guild ally that we actually want to use so that we can actually get credit for more of those guild allies toward the achievement. No, I do not want you to take down my pirate plays. My goodness. All right. We are going to throw the taunt up on my man Barnabas. Why am I targeting Headley? I mean, Headley? Wow, no. Why am I targeting Darwin is what I meant to say. Darwin, with his increased chance to dodge, is a terrible option of who to attack first. I'm going to go ahead and clear all of these debuffs from my captain, and then we're going to come through here and continue to fight against, what's her name? The fitness instructor, that's her name. Dealing that damage out to everybody immediately gets healed up. Boo earns, but I don't think it's going to matter very much as she's about to be gonzo anyway. Now, let's go ahead and take out Cook Bart if we can. Let's see if this is a giant miss. And a hit! A very palpable hit. Anybody? Brush up your Shakespeare? Get it in there. All right, we'll throw out the Hiker's Heal now and put this on auto mode. I do not think that it is possible that the computer is going to kill any of our teammates anymore. Now we'll get into Darwin. And, ooh, he's going down. An excellent crit from Argenta gets us out almost unscathed. Plush, you're about to get the Cyber Dragon. Very nice, dude. Alrighty. So, we are going to come in here and do 1 and leave, 2 and leave, 3 and leave, all the way until we only have 1 person left, and then we will go in and use Scarlet as our little tank, even though we don't really need to tank with anybody for these collectibles. which are super weak. It takes a second, but it's a free 5 points toward your achievement to use buddies. So you should always, always, always do it. Once we're out of here, we'll do one more arena battle. And then we'll be done for Lydia. Eldia? I think Eldia. I think in Spanish, dia is one of those ones that even though it ends in A, is still technically masculine. Anyway, I digress. We're playing Legos, folks. And we're doing the unexciting part. Just coming into Petition, leaving. Coming into Petition, leaving. Just because we want credit for using all the guild allies. Sie sprechen Deutsch? Ja? I actually don't speak German. I just know how to say, do you speak German? Which is a weird thing for me to be able to say in German if I don't speak German, because what would you say back? Da? And then, nope, that's Russian. Anyway, I'm just talking weird stuff now, guys. I'm a strange, strange boy. My fiance from the other room just shouted, "True! I love you." She's weird too, so it works out. She's probably Animal Crossing right now. Yep, I got that one right. She just said, "You know it," from the other room. Oh my goodness. Extreme! You now have 1 out of 10 pieces of Cyber Dragon. Well done, sir. Only 9 more to go. So, are you willing to... So you're going to shell out for Digi then, I imagine. Extreme, sir. Because otherwise, why fight for the DigiJ? Why fight for the Cyber Dragon if you're not going to fight for DigiJ? So, is that what you're doing? Let me know! How many do I have left of here? 2. All right, so we'll do this one, then leave, come back with Scarlet, and we will be good to go. Here's what we want. We're in with Woo. We leave. Last one, give him a Scarlet. Extreme says, "I definitely want Dig." And you should definitely get Dig. But yeah, I think you're in a good spot. You will definitely have to use the gems to get the refreshes, as I mentioned before. But I think you're in a pretty good spot to grab DigiJ. I think you'll be pleased. I think you'll be pleased. All right, final one we are in. Now, who are we going to start with? We are going to try and ace out this Chicken Man right off the bat, and then immediately follow that up with the Crash Test Dummy. If we get lucky enough, then we might be able to clear them all out before the Crash Test Dummy does his Explodey-Splode of Doom, which would be excellent. Oh my goodness. Look at Redbeard going off like gangbusters on everybody over here. Okay. Crash Test Dummy, are you going to taunt? No, because you will be dead. So, we're going to come in here and actually heal, I think we're going to go for the Hiker. Hiker is a little faster than the fitness instructor and has a bigger heal, which basically means that leaving the Hiker up just prolongs the battle more. Additionally, he should be... Oh, come on. Just get the hit. Thank you. Now we're going to save Scarlet's special. Her buff removing special, because on the next round, in case we do not get the Yuppie down first, that means that the Yeti will taunt. And once the Yeti taunts, we'll need to be able to remove that taunt in order to get to the Yuppie, to prevent the Yuppie from bringing the Yeti back to life. It all synergizes well. I think, however, we're probably just going to smash through the Yuppie before anybody on their team has the opportunity to do anything particularly useful. So, Yuppie, sir, I will thwart thee. And you are down. Now, can we simply lock the Yeti out of using his abilities? I don't even know that it matters. No, it doesn't even matter. Let's just hit the auto battle button now. Because everybody just needs to get smashed. And in this particular case, trying to go for the Highwayman is going to be a giant pain anyway, because he's stealthed. So there's very little that we can do about it. Now, Hiker. Oof, look at that. Still able to do a bunch of damage, Highwayman. But that puts the taunt up on Scarlet, and the Highwayman goes down. Easy peasy. So we finished this out by getting, I didn't even pay attention to what the reward was at the end of the node, because the Brixpedition board number 1 is always easy. 3 more Cyber Dragon tiles. Extreme. That's where you're going to get your Cyber Dragon tiles, really, is when you're lucky enough to see it at the end of your board. Okay, let's add heroes for our excavation. Remember to add all of the heroes that have a tag, even if you don't need them all. Oh my goodness. Attacker, builder. Man, this is going to be a high one. Woo! Look at how high I'm getting. 1.3 million right now. 1.3 million total awesomeness put in the excavation. Just, wow, great. All heroes gain 2 stacks of heal over time tomorrow. All heroes gain 15% max health for the entire battle. And all heroes gain defense up 1 for 2 turns. Not really anything that's going to help us, but then again, it's only board number 2, so we won't really need the help. All right, what did we do here? Ah, heal a hero using med kits. Yes, collect. Now, is there a follow-up to this one for even more? Let's see. Brixpedition with no characters lost. Complete 1,000 missions. Ooh, check it out. Coming up on this one. Use 1,000 shared heroes. Coming up on this one too. Reach player level 60. Complete missions affected by special effects. Yes, coming up on this one. Complete Brixpedition maps. I mean, we're just getting very close to all of these extra Magisto tiles. So let's see. What is this here? This one's going to be very, very difficult. I clearly have yet to do it. But getting pretty close to getting 3, 6, 7, 8, 11, 16 more Magisto tiles sort of on the block coming our way. Completing these challenges. Excavating Brixpedition maps coming our way. That puts us up at what? About 19 Magisto tiles on our way. Relics is coming along. Brick separators coming along. Open 1,000 bags. Win 1,000 arena battles. Upgrade hero abilities in ungodly amount of time. Purchase a bunch of items. Star up sets. Here we go. Heal a hero using med kits 250 times for another one. So yes, there is another level after you've hit 100 for your med kits to get up to 250. So reminder, every single time you can use a med kit for less than 10 points, just go ahead and do it. Because each individual time you use a med kit, it will count toward your total med kit use. Duh. All right. What do we have going on here? Who do we have that we can battle against? 69 looks good. There's going to be a fair amount of getting through the stealth here. Some extra damage being done. Yeah. Let's battle opponent number 69 in position 69. Oh my gosh. It's just bad no matter how you say it. Extreme, the worst are the dodges and the misses. Yes, very much so. What are missions affected by special effects? So Extreme, you'll see this a lot when you're doing the Brixpedition, where every time you start a mission with Clumsy, or every attacker character gets attack up, or something like that. Before you actually go into the node, there will be some sort of announcement, so to speak, on what that node will do for your characters and how it will change the battle right from the beginning. So you'll see it in the description right when you get in there. Wow, look at that damage. Just crazy coming out of the gate. Okay. Whew. Now, while I have the shot, but now he's so low. Because Lloyd is low enough, I'm gonna go ahead and just take him out here. So now I can taunt with Valiant. Man, they really hammered in on my Darwin, didn't they? Okay, now, if I can take down Kai, we should be in a good spot. Unfortunately, Kai has Hardy, which means if we hit him with this, he's still not going to die, but it should remove Hardy. Oh, and the follow-up from Redbeard, an excellent time to get that follow-up. Now we will target on Zane. Now this damage coming in from Locust might put disarmed on a bunch of our characters, but I don't think it matters. Ooh, unlucky him. Gets it on 0 characters. Ooh, that's gonna be death for you, man. No good, Nick. Oh, come on. Take down the zany boy. Take down the zany boy. And we come back from what could have been a loss very, very quickly to take out the enemy team with the pirate trio left. Argenta, Cook, Bart, Redbeard coming in and just hammering away, getting us into that 69 position. Oy, oy, oy. And coming out with the win. Great. So we'll come in and grab this from our Grand Champion Time quest. And we're done for the rest of the day. Guys, thank you for joining me on this Saturday. If you haven't already and it's beautiful outside, go outside. Do something nice. I don't know, make a card for somebody who hasn't gotten a card. Or give someone a kiss who deserves it. Or get a kiss from your fiance. Thank you, fiance. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks again for joining me. We will be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the morning build.